The beer can was a major innovation in brewing, and I think the most important thing about beer cans is they were the first one-way vehicle to dispense beer. All other ways that beer was sold relied on reusing the container. So whether it was a barrel of beer or it was a bottle, those were both very expensive ways to package beer, and you had to reclaim those, bring them all the way back to the brewery, clean them, refill them again. And that was a revolution because it meant that much more beer could be shipped, and it could be shipped cheaper. And the size of the can allowed them, with a flat top, allowed them to get a lot more beer inside of a vehicle to deliver it. So there was an economy there. One of the really important things about cans is they were sold in six-packs, and six-packs were designed to be able to be picked up in the grocery store by a housewife and put in a cart. Women did most of the shopping at the time these cans were introduced, and they didn't want to lug a case of beer somewhere. So packaging beer in six-packs was a marketing device that was also aimed at women consumers, at women buyers. These cans were made out of steel, and if you just poured beer into the steel can, it had this terrible metallic taste to it. They had to find an effective way to line the interior of the can, and they came up with a coating for the inside of the can, which they called keg lining, lining it like a beer keg. And it protected the beer on the inside from exposure to the metal.
It's interesting how we take for granted different objects that we use, but the church key, the bottle opener, had to be distributed when they came out with beer cans. And so the misnomer here was it was keg lined. That took care of the steel flavor, but they put opening instructions on these cans with a church key to show people how they could use an opener, something that we take for granted, although now with pull top cans, we don't even think of the old church keys. So it's just an interesting tidbit.